Okay, ready?
Yep.
What up, YouTube? We're in the back of a valley today. We're looking for some Tahitian prawns. We're gonna catch them, grill them up with a little bit of limu butter and salt. So check it out. So we're in the forest right now, and it just rained a couple days ago. Over here, I just seen this in the middle of the trail. These are called like, I think they're called like onion cap mushrooms. I'm not sure exactly, but if you guys know the name, you know what to do. Comment below and let me know. Poisonous as fuck, so you should not eat that. And then right over here, I see this is turkey tail mushroom. This is a type of turkey tail, and it grows on old dead peppercorn wood and other stuff, but that's a really cool, and people make tinctures out of it. So besides the mushrooms growing when it's all wet like this, ground clover starts popping up. All the little microgreens that grow on the forest floor, like ground clover, pennywort, gotu-kola, they like to pop up right now after good rains. And then also over here, this is a cool little edible flower. This is called Chinese violet. And edible little. Doesn't really have a flavor, but it's cool and it looks good on plates and stuff. So right now we're going through a second mango season flush in December here in Hawaii. And that's one of these wild mangoes from this big ass tree above us. And looks like a pig already bit into it, or a rat. But that's mainly what all this mango is. It's pretty sour, not the sweetest, and it attracts the pigs a lot. Like, it's like a piggy zone because of it. So right here, this is the lilikoi. This is a wild lilikoi bush over here. Let me go see if there's any inside. No, it's not sunny enough. It's gotta be more sunny for them to make the fruit. So right here we got some wild juniper, which is kind of rare for Hawaii. You don't really see juniper growing everywhere. But this is the active ingredient in gin. That's what they make gin out of. They also make candles and other scented things out of it. Not the best for eating though. I wouldn't really eat this. So these are some interesting mushrooms. I've never seen these before. But look at these guys. Oh, weird orange ones. Definitely poisonous, but still really cool. Sick. Yeah. Boom. So we kind of popped into this cool bamboo forest, and it's got a bunch of stuff. Usually there's a bunch of shoots along the trail that are good eating, but none right now. It's not the season anymore. It's a sick spot. So this is an agroforest, probably a super old one, but you can tell by the way things are set up. I'll start off by noticing the tea leaves right here. When you walk into certain parts of the forest that are like marked off with tea leaves, it means you're in like a Hawaiian zone. You know, this is where ancient Hawaiians, like even to 150 years ago, were living and growing their food. And one of the ways they would grow their food is in these agroforests. So you have kukui nut on the top canopy, and then you have all this mountain apple throughout the way over here, and then guava. And goes for a good like almost a mile this way. So when you come here in the summer, this place is pumping with nuts and apples and guava. It's a really good spot in the forest. And when you see tea leaves too, like for me personally, like I like to be pono when I go foraging, and just kind of like give an intent, you know, in my head before I start picking things, or like before I start foraging, and just like kind of say like, hey, I'm in your guys' zone and I'm just here to be good and just take what I need, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but nothing too much. So you can tell this is an albizia because of this kind of this mold that grows on it. And also the leaves, they have the like mimosa tree style leaves, which mimosa tree is a form of albizia. And now we got the rain to keep us company. Hopefully it doesn't affect our fire starting, but we'll see. Go's got backup plans. Yeah, so this is like a Norfolk pine forest, and these appear like in the forest like pretty regularly in the higher altitude zones. So you'll be walking through like a jungle and then all of a sudden you pop out and it looks like this, like Pacific Northwest style. And you get that really strong smell of like pine kind of. It smells amazing. It's got they brought these here as Christmas trees in the 1950s from Australia. These are original to Australia. And then they kind of just went wild after that. So we're gonna cut this coconut open right now because one, I want the water, I'm really thirsty. Two, the shrimp love this as a bait, like they like to eat it. So we're gonna use the coconut meat to bait the shrimp into getting out of their holes. And then we're gonna water still smells good. You wanna check this out? Cut that right there. Yeah, it just popped out that little nub. This has been in my truck for a month and a half in the back seat or in my truck bed. And that's what I like to do with these. I like to just leave them out in the sun. And what happens is they get really fatty meat. These are young ones when I get them, and then I let them age properly in my truck. And they'll last like 2-3 months sometimes before they go bad. Perfect like pantry fruit is coconut. So what we got here is one of the lower ponds, and usually this one doesn't have too many shrimp in it, but too many prawns, but I see a couple. So I'm gonna use this coconut and we're gonna bait the pool basically. So boom, he already went for it immediately. He caught it before it even hit the ground. So they go crazy for the coconut. There's a bunch of guava that falls into this pool. There's a ton of guava trees right above us. So they're eating guava and they're really sweet because of that, and they get fat. What we're gonna do, we're gonna bait the pool, and then we're gonna go up ahead and then come back to this one. And by the time we come back, there should be just like tons of them. So this is a 3-prong spear. It's a takedown evolve, and I like it because I use it in the water, but I also use it out here in the mountains. And kind of hiking with this thing, if it was like just fixed, would kind of suck. So I can pack it in my backpack, and it nails these guys. Let's see if I can just nail one real quick. Miss. Fuck. This is a pig skull right here. And I'm guessing the hunters left it as a treat for the prawns. Nice. There's one over here. There he is. Babies. Okay. Oh, there's one. There's two. Got some big claws on him. See if I can get him. Yep. Yeah. Wow. See, like these lamer, smaller males, they get kicked out of the big good pools up here, and they got to come fend for themselves down here. These ones are probably molting, so they're hiding out until they get strong again and hard. Yeah, there's a couple under here. There's one right there. Yeah, these are all small ones, immature. So it looks like the shrimp moved downstream a little bit from where they're usually at, higher up over here. I'm thinking because it's been raining so much and it's the rainy season that they kind of like relocate out of their regular ponds. So we're gonna go back, see if we can 3-prong some of the other ones in the earlier stream and maybe go down it a little bit instead, see if my hunch is correct. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, that's one. Okay, I see one. He fell for the bait. Let's get this 3-prong set up. I think I'm gonna go shorter. Instead of doing 8 foot, I'm gonna do a little bit shorter. My God, it wasn't a shrimp. It looks like one. It's okay. So I see 2. Oh, there's some big fish in there. Okay, missed him. There's another one right here. Actually, it's a little hard. He was trying to hoard him.
Okay, good. Hopefully he comes out far enough. Might get this thing cooked.
He's
He's coming, but he's coming very slowly. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Let him come out. Look at him. Yeah! Oh God, reach in there with your hand and grab it. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Let him come out. Look at him.
okay. So we got to the 2 good pulls. Just gotta bait him. Oh, there's a couple right there.
Yep.
There's one.
Monster. Oh,
Oh, he's smart.
he's a monster.
He was. All right, so we were just in the back. I got a couple lucky shots on some prawns, but I didn't hit any. I got this big one, but his arm fell off, which is where I caught him, and he got away. It's a nice little arm, but I'm more hungry than just eating this. I got a little mushroom too, but I don't think this is gonna do it. Right now we're just warming up by the fire, recollecting, you know, foraging, it's not guaranteed you're gonna catch or you're gonna find what you want to find every time. But it's all fun and a little bit cold, but we got the fire to keep us warm. And so the last time I came here was in August, and it was a different time of the year. So I don't know if it's something with the migration or how the prawns spawn. I know that they start off in the ocean, so who knows, maybe they're all down near the ocean side. So we got one leg, which was connected to a really big, like, grandfather one that would have been really tasty to eat. Too bad I shot him with a 3-prong, nailed his arm, and then he was coming out of the water, twisted off, jumped out, got away. So this is all of the prawns for today. It was kind of dry, the spot that I usually go to today. I think it has something to do with the time of year. I got to study more about what they do in the wintertime and during the rainy season. But I'm so hungry right now, and we're gonna throw this in my little cage I got. This little fish cage. So I'm gonna wash off these mushrooms. I got, today I found some woodier mushrooms. I found some cloud fungus mushroom. These are the two edible mushrooms of Hawaii right here. So we're doing a little lobster and mushroom dinner. Let's throw those on right there. Throw them on. Oh yeah, and then some of the coconut that we were using as bait. Just kind of wash off some of the dirt that got on it.
Thank you.
So shut the cage, and we're just gonna throw these on the coals, throw them on the fire. So that's the noise of the lobster screaming people talk about when they throw them in hot water or over coals. It's the pressure inside of the muscles releasing in the water, but it makes a little whining, screaming sound. I don't want this to burn all the way, so I'll flip it. I kind of want more like coals than fire. Like that. That's better. Oh, that smells so good. It smells like shrimp and coconut. It smells like coconut shrimp. I'm gonna eat the shrimp on the coconut and close my eyes and imagine it's a coconut shrimp. Okay, so it's gonna be our little plate for today. Just a tea leaf plate. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, these are crunchy. It's our little meal, little Meals on Wheels.
Not too close.
I do have. So I got a little bit of some salt and some paprika from Spain, and I'm gonna spice the mushrooms with some salt. I'm gonna make 2 bites out of this, one for me and one for Tadeo. So this is what we're gonna do. Check this out. Imagine you're hungry in the forest and you need like a little lobster claw, yeah? Well, not quite the same, but if you only knew how hard we worked for this much meat, you'd never want to start foraging. So now we're gonna cut up some of this mushroom. So you got coconut, you got your mushroom, some snow fungus, And then check this out. Our shrimp right here. Shrimp lobster leg. And our pepe-ao. We're just gonna kind of make it like a powder. Pepe-ao dust. It's like a forest sashimi almost. Forest sushi. So this is how you're gonna do it. You're gonna grab it like this. Fuck. Well, don't do it like that. Put your hand under it. And then you're gonna. So we got our pepe-ao, cloud fungus, 1 lobster leg, and a little bit of coconut. So I'm gonna go. Oh, that's super good. And then finish it off with the sweet, smoky coconut. Pretty nuts, yeah?
That was really good.
It tastes like something from a restaurant. And the smoked coconut, I'm gonna have to start doing this all the time. It tastes like popcorn. What?
Yeah, the crust tastes like popcorn, and then like this tastes like actual meat.
It's like sweet popcorn. Oh my god, this is so good. The heck?
This is really good.
When you're this hungry and you've been working all day, all you can say is thank you and be stoked that you even got this much food, because all of it's like kind of a blessing, you know. So thank you guys for watching. We came back here, we got 1 shrimp leg, prawn leg. I call it a lobster leg basically, but I'm stoked on it. It's still energy, and that's how foraging works, you know. It's like survival. Like, you'd be stoked just to have this if you were hungry and cold and have a fire going, you know. It feels really good. So tune in next time and make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next adventure.